Anyone want to do a recap?
I didn't update the
Come on, Sean, do the recap.
I didn't update the website, so no one knows what happened.
Yeah, we do. We know what happened. We went to the darkness. We stood around the darkness, camped outside it. We
It
were
was
like,
our old
I
friend.
think
okay, so we went inside. There were some flying, like, pixie things. Lenza was invisible, but spoke to them, and so then they made Lenza visible with some
Shard
dust stuff,
pixies.
and then they stole Lenza's sword, and then Lenza chased them, so we chased them, and that led us to the hut. Oh, there was a lot of climbing as well. I'm just sort of skipping over some stuff. Anyway, so we got to the hut. We saw the lady who had fallen down the ugly tree. Get a
Wow.
lot of branches.
Okay.
I'm pretty accurate description. Come
To
on.
be fair, she fell down the
Um,
eternal life without youth.
I don't know if
Tree?
that's the
Dentistry.
case. I feel like the blindness and stuff, and she's just anyway. She's living in a hovel and stuff, so and she's eating people, which is always really bad for you. Not a great choice. Yep. She's definitely evil because I cast Detect Alignment on her and said we should leg it. We asked her some
It was very
questions, like
rude.
if she would leave, if she's ever left. She was all like, no. So we like maybe her invulnerability and long life only comes from the fact that she's in the darkness. Her wounds don't seem to heal properly, so she doesn't particularly like people trying to kill her.
Mhm.
And it
Funny
doesn't seem
that.
to work anyway. So like trying to kill her just makes her in more pain. Yeah, and she obviously is incredibly dangerous because she does eat people. Anyway, we decided to not try and kill her or anything. We just took her word for it, and we left, which is fine. We were only here to gather information, but it probably would have been better to gather a bit more information. Yeah, that's about it. Oh, the darkness was like when you're inside it, you could only see a very tiny distance, like a few feet. Yep, we left and we traveled back to the caves. And we're going to go back through the caves under the mountain. past the
I am
caves.
glad some of you got that reference.
And we whatchamacallit, rescued Chiffon.
Yes.
Oh,
that's,
yeah, we
that-
took
well,
Siobhan.
that's not important.
Yeah, that was a a pleasant coincidence.
I think what my learned colleague meant to say was we rescue something that is the shape of Siobhan.
Siobhan. Missing all her gear.
Can I just say, do you honestly expect me to pull the same shit twice?
Yes.
Using
Why
the
would
s-
you even ask us? Did you
using,
not get the resounding
using
yes?
the same player's character?
Okay, yeah, maybe not. Maybe not the same.
Maybe.
That actually makes it funnier. So, like, at first I was like, no, but
Now,
pretend
yes.
too much. Now I'm like, maybe we should just kill Siobhan. But
Look.
I definitely won't.
Of course he is, because otherwise we don't get the humour of, guys, I pulled it
I
75
can't believe you did
times.
this again.
Do you really think I'm going to do it a 76th time?
Definitely
Really?
going
76?
to, check her alignment at some stage.
I was gonna
That is
say,
for sure.
yeah, John can take the
It's
alignment.
reading a Sleepy Mandalorian. I didn't know that was even on the chart.
Okay, so you're going to, at some stage, check Chiffon's alignment. I just
Yep.
hope that Craig didn't pick the alignment he was originally going to pick for.
Yeah, if she's evil, that's going to work out really poorly for her.
It
To
says,
be fair.
Oh,
I'm
no.
also
no, lawful good, Aaron. You'll be like,
There
she's
is no
evil?
lawful good, thank goodness.
Which is why you say, you look at her alone, you're like, yeah, she needs to, like, guys, she's evil. So evil.
So we,
I might also suggest one we see if she bleeds, in the wounded sense.
Dude, you do not just ask
I
that.
said in the wounded sense, and also we accidentally cast his spell magic on her at one point. Accidentally, of
Bleed.
course.
Accidentally.
Who can cast a spell magic?
It was supposed to be cure wounds.
Not me.
Yeah.
Fredney can cast.
Clash 2, Verada, yeet, spell delete. I don't know what I did wrong.
Anyone can cast a spell magic, you just need to, use a big enough stick.
Yes, that's true.
Beating the
So-
magic out of them.
So it's a general consensus for us to go back through the tunnels full of monsters that probably want to kill us after we
It's
punch them in the
faster,
face.
and we know the way.
Yeah,
No,
we
she
know
sees
the
the
way,
way.
dude.
But if we want to track over the mountain, I'm cool with it. I just don't have enough food.
Likewise.
I'm just curious.
I still have a bit of food that I could share around.
Yeah, but
I'm
do you
pretty
have
sure I
enough
have a
food to share?
stupid amount
Yeah.
of food.
Well, I've been okay.
How much
Just
do
the
you need?
point. Just the point. I've been stealing your food. I mean, taking your food for the last however nights we've been out. Because I left all my provisions back at camp.
Yeah, and I gave mine off to the trogs.
Mm-hmm.
It was a great thing you did.
Hey, it
How
killed
much
many.
probably
encumbrance
half
are
the reason they're letting
rations
us
supposed to be?
Not much. That's fit in your backpack.
Because I
Mm,
allegedly have 30 of them.
30?
Whatever we ate on the way in.
No, you
How do you have 30?
You
That's
don't.
what it says.
No,
Jesus.
no, you don't
Yep.
have 30.
You
I
can't read.
said less
Can you
what we ate.
imagine trying to carry 30 about 30 of the 30 packets, like 30 food for 30 days on your back?
Yeah. Okay,
Pretty
so
sure-
close your eyes
These
and
are
picture
non-MRE.
these small leaf-wrapped wafers.
Oh right, yeah, okay.
The lambus.
Okay.
Sure.
Grail's like, no, but I appreciate your reference.
Except for the fact that you're coming from a meme point of view, which is horrible. But, yes, there is probably some form, something somewhere similar to that in this world. You do not have access to it.
Yeah, we're using like dried fruit and jerky and stuff.
I think you'd find
Well-
that the majority of that food is probably back with Theda and Aaron
Yeah.
and Kukulane. Assuming that
Yeah.
Aaron and Kukulane made it back to Theda.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well-
Kukulaine's
Better.
got 12 rations. Although I guess how many days have passed so far?
So in general, well, going
I
off
haven't
the
actually taken rations off you.
going off the APHB, they're £1 each, so that'd be £30, which is not nothing.
It's about what your armor weighs.
Yeah, but you're carrying your armor as well.
It's 13 kilograms. That's a lot of.
I know
I
you're
swapped out
carrying
my
your armor as
armor
well.
for the rations.
I'm saying it's about what
The
your armor
rations
weighs.
are my armor.
The rations- That's not good, man. They're not very good armor.
So-
It depends how old the jerky is. I think you'll find.
So weight alone is not important, cumbersome, something
Yeah,
big.
it's the
When you,
volume.
when you wear your armor, it is displaced evenly or mostly evenly across your body, making it easier to carry. But yeah, look, you can probably carry about 10 days worth of rations in a backpack, filling said backpack almost up.
As someone who's carried 10 days worth of rations in a backpack without wearing armor or weapons or anything else, I'm going to say that it's not something you want to do. More than that, anyway.
I've never had more than 10 on my person at once with Lenza, so.
And that's carrying modern freeze-dried food, not, the shit these guys would have.
No.
Yeah.
Hey, there's no artificial flavors and colors in this stuff.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
What do you think illusionists do? That's
Got
all
you there.
That's all illusionists are for. It's like, got another otiag, chop it up, get the tentacles, put it in some potted meat, and then the illusionist goes, ooh, it's actually smoked salmon.
Yeah. Most of my rations are on the donkeys.
The salmon.
That's
Lenza doesn't have a problem with carrying lots of food because she's encumbered anyway, so fuck it.
Very well.
Alright, so
Just got
that said,
deep roll.
Even if I dropped my backpack, Lenza would still be encumbered, which is funny. So, yeah, no point.
cool. So are you going to go then through the troglodyte caves?
Yes, I think that was the plan at the end of last session.
Yes.
It was. Doesn't make it the best plan.
Are we still all agreeing? I mean, if the trackers want to go
Yeah,
over the
sure.
mountain, it's really Minerva is just like, what say the trackers? Like,
Well, can I just say, next time we do a stunt like this, can we have a standing policy that the guys guarding the cart return back to Summerton after a set number of days?
Yes,
We
we will need to organise it better.
Let's enact a policy now so that we don't have to. If next time we can just go straight back to Summerton and meet them there.
we do actually have that policy. I believe I already set that up.
Well, why do we just not meet them back at Summerton?
We can, I guess.
Well,
if we can make it there.
the point again, the issue with that is that like we don't want to just lose all our stuff because there's only one person guarding it. Like we'd prefer to go back as a party because, yeah.
So trying to get back to Summerton would be a little bit. So where you are, you kind of smack dab in the middle of the mountains, going in a
Right
straight
there,
line.
aren't we?
else is dabbing.
You're where the you're where the icon is, the token for
Yep.
the party. Give or take. You think trying to go directly to Summerton is going to be awkward. You probably need to go back over the Black Ridge Mountains and then down around the outside in the same way you came. It would be probably the safest, quickest, and easiest.
Couldn't go around the forest of Turlak
Where you
and
gotta-
down
you gotta
past the
go-
ruins.
You got to go through more hills and
Yeah, stuff.
Okay.
so
Like the thing is, it was pretty straight going from Silvermont up towards the mountains. Like we just go to the edge of them and then pushed in.
I mean, that's assuming that you. What I was saying is assuming you go back safely through the troglodyte tunnels. It will cut off a bit of time.
Hmm.
If you don't think they're going to be safe, then it's up to you. Look, it's ultimately it's your decision either way. But I'm just saying that where you are physically located currently, it is not a straight route to get back to Summerton safely.
Alrighty, well, there we know then.
Lenza does think we should go back through the tunnels, mainly because we don't we know where it leads and we have a good idea of where it comes from. We are running low on food, so trying to if we get anywhere lost trying to get to Summerton, we may just end up starving.
Key for
And-
tunnels,
and
over
like-
overland. People can vote in the chat.
Sure.
Sure.
I guess the W knows.
Nah.
Wrong chat.
Right, chat. I know what you're talking about. Hey,
Really?
I abstained.
Oh, I thought that was
Amazing.
all good.
well, we're going through the tunnels then.
Okay. Sure. You guys can eventually find the tunnels where you came out. Takes you a little bit of searching. Harder
Is
to
Shiro
find.
still with us?
He is.
Yeah.
It's harder to find the tunnels from here than it was to just wander out into the expanse, but you do so, and you start traipsing back through that really long, kind of narrow, very claustrophobic tunnel until you got to the river, and it takes a couple of hours.
Question.
My dog is going
Just
crazy.
hypothetically,
Yes.
so Shiro is a gnome,
Your
and there are
powers
no
of
other
observation-
gnomes in the
Is
party.
that hypothetical?
Powers of observation know no bounds.
Shiro is
Excellent.
not a gnome. That's their word. They're called stone kin.
Is Shiro a member of a sentient race that the rest of us are a member of?
No.
Okay, so we know who gets eaten first if we start starving. That's just what I was wanting to check. Not,
Why? He's small.
yeah, well, we don't necessarily need all the rations. And is the newest member of the party, although you do make a excellent point, re Siobhan. The delicious smell of cinnamon.
So Siobhan is actually slowing you down considerably as well. She has a bad spinal injury and can
Can we
barely
not-
move.
Can we not heal her, or?
No,
No,
she
we
needs
need
time.
restoration. Or
That's
Like
right.
the one
regeneration
that
or something.
we got for Kruber, which sent us off to try and kill the Immortal in the first place.
We'd need like a 9th level cleric.
Next, when I finally level up to level 3, I could cast Animate Dead.
You mean level 5?
Oh yeah, well, level 3 spells.
Yes. And you know what? Legit. Totally legit. Because then her back injury won't matter.
What's that, Craig? Really? Yeah, I agree.
Who would clean up the mess?
We once in Palladium animated a friend's dead character to carry all the loot back to town. It was
Well,
only when we got back to town, it's like, oh, we can't really raise him now because we've turned him into a zombie.
It's that meme. Who will help me avenge my brother? You have my axe and my bow and your brother. The necromancer.
Anyway,
Yeah.
yes, you can. It'll take actually. So when I said 2 hours, it probably takes you closer to 3.5 hours to get there. It's slow going. It's at this point you realise the folly in your plan. Siobhan is not going to be able to navigate or at least easily, that river. Let me just find said map.
The jumping over the stones.
Yes. Yep, so
If we tie a rope around her neck, seeing as she's lost all the weight, can we fling her over?
Can we just drag her over?
Oh God.
Kruber's joking. He's smarter than that.
I feel like we could just carry her. Like, it's going to be difficult for the person carrying her, but like,
Are we supposed to see anything yet?
you should down the bottom right corner.
Yep, bottom right corner.
If, for example, I go and chuck over in this area, and oh, what's happened to my artificial sun icon? Anyway, I'll chuck that over there. My artificial sun should light that up, just so you can see. Don't worry about those trogs. There's still some trogs there. Blah blah blah. All right. So yes, Siobhan's back is going to make navigating those.
Which area?
We can't see your artificial sun yet.
Down the bottom right.
yeah, it's over here.
Artificial sun is right here, which has illuminated everything.
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's just an icon.
Yeah,
a
but
token.
because of dynamic lighting, we have to move to where we can see that.
Yes,
Because this was blocking all of that.
correct.
So are we supposed to be able to see right across, or just to about here?
No, right across.
You
I
see
can't.
it?
I can't see right across. I can only see to about there.
Let me have a look. If I select you, Control L. Now you can see right across. I'm sure of it.
Okay.
You'll be able to see this tunnel back
Because
here.
I just selected your character and hit Control L to tell me what you can see.
You might need to reload your UI. Or
Because
So to what?
he said you might need to reload your UI, your user interface. Because
Okay.
I just selected your token and hit Control L, which shows me what you can see, and I can see way over to here.
yeah.
So there's a problem with his user toggle interface. You're saying he's got to use a
Just
toggle
exit the
interface?
game and re-enter the game. That's all I'm saying.
Turn it off and on again.
Exactly.
Enjoy
There
my...
is actually a button you
Oh,
can
no.
press in the cockpit.
Control
doesn't it?
F5.
Or you can do a refresh.
Oh, the
like-
Alt 4 works pretty well too.
Yep, it would. I mean,
You can also Triforce it, so that you never encounter this problem again.
So, for example, my virtual.
We can
sun-
just move on because it's not really relevant, and
Yeah.
I've fixed it out. Fixed it up
Okay.
anyway.
I was just going to say that artificial sun illuminates in a 1,000 foot area.
nice.
Yep.
It's got
Can I
some
cast
serious
artificial
movement.
Sure, you're dead. Right.
Which
He
gets
says,
us first, the
"Dad."
Inferno or the fact that we're
It
inside an
was so
event horizon?
It was so dark.
Okay, how are we going to get Siobhan across?
Didn't we have Siobhan in a bit of a litter?
Yes, you did.
Can we, assuming
Jump
the
while
trolls
carrying that?
don't screw with it, try and push her across when someone's jumped? Or rope underneath, try and sort of pulley her
Would-
across between some ropes?
Would said litter float?
Okay.
It's
Not with
in the
her.
current fast moving though.
Here is what I will do. If you are intent upon trying to get her across this way, everyone can make a save versus paralysis who is involved, or they will fall, and she can make a save versus death, and if she fails, she will get another lingering injury.
Julian really doesn't want this. He's probably
Another
spent the
lingering
last
injury?
month. Julian has spent the last month creating a campaign for us to walk down the other way.
Do you honestly think I would have done that?
Look, I don't particularly want to give her another lingering injury. That seems really harsh.
I've done my role.
But then you'll fall in.
Yes, but I have rolled.
Oh,
So,
I'm saying, so
so
if
we're
we
all
go,
saying we're going to do it.
no,
Yep, well-
if we're going with that, I have already rolled.
You can't. You roll after the fact because you can't go. I'm going to roll this. Well, this is going to happen.
No, that's why I was accepting my failure.
Yeah, but your failure then, if you say that, it imparts upon the decision some influence.
Exactly.
The
While
only
we do
thing
it now.
that's imparting on me is that I think Siobhan's going to fail, and she's going to get a second injury. I don't really care about the falling in for my characters particularly, but I do feel like that's a certain way to kill Hypatia, which I think is also kind of stupid. So I don't want to do this. Like, if this is what people are telling me is like how dangerous it's going to be, I'm like, I don't think
Those
this
saving
is
throws are only going to be required for the people who are directly involved in
Helping, yeah.
getting Siobhan on the litter across. Because
Oh,
if you
okay.
recall, the
Sorry.
rocks are treacherous. They
Yeah.
are slippery. They are uneven. Trying to navigate someone.
Sounds a bit racist, but
So it's like two people are helping her across, and two people have to
Essentially.
make the rolls.
Yep.
Okay,
can
that's fine.
more than 2 people help?
Yeah.
And does it help mitigate the?
No, because there's not much room.
Okay, so it's worth only 2 people doing it
Yeah,
then.
exactly. Well, because you're basically handing her from one to the next.
Hmm.
So it may as well just be 2 people. I reckon I would be happy for Shiro to give it a go.
Save versus what was it? Paralysis.
Paralysis.
Got a 12.
Rodney has 12. Lens has 11.
Sean has 14.
Do I have? Is that one of my? Actually, this could be useful. Is that one of my cards? Do I have? Yes, I actually do have a +2 on a single saving throw versus petrification paralysis. Lenza
can
might be good.
Okay,
Lenza
well
might
then,
be good to use that now.
how about Lenza and Shiro then? But how good is like
Can we
her
use
save
our
versus death? Because that's the thing that I'm most worried about.
cards to assist with saving throws, or is it only on attack rolls,
No, it was on a D20 roll.
which is a saving throw?
Correct. You can
So we
impart
can all
plus or
chip in.
minus 1.
We can all chip in a card each to Siobhan.
In case it becomes necessary.
Hmm.
I mean, I don't actually want to give up any of them.
So what you do in that situation is you say, yes, I'm going to, and then right at the last second say, I lied.
Sorry. What I meant to say, guys, is I agree, and also Mexico will pay for the wall.
Yep, cool. Yeah. Well, again, Lenza is happy to help,
And
and
so
I guess
is Shiro.
so let's go with that.
Okay, fine. Fuck her, and she can get another injury, I guess.
I'm gonna throw in. I'm gonna throw in a card for
I didn't realize
Siobhan's roll.
those 2 actions were.
Wait, do you want to wait till they actually have to roll? Like, if we pass this, it'll be fine.
Yeah. You can chuck in the cards after the roll.
Can you?
No, I
Any-
don't think
any-
you can.
Are we
Any-
doing it all at the
any
same time,
card-
or is she only going to roll the death save if we fail?
Can
No,
Julian?
she makes it regardless.
Okay,
Any
fine,
card
fine.
held by a player can be played at any time, even in another player or enemy's action to gain the benefits of the card, unless blah blah blah. Once played, discard. Alternatively, a player may discard one of their cards to give an ally within 10 feet plus or minus 1 to a D20 or plus or minus 5 to a D% roll before that player rolls the dice.
Yes, that's right. So you can play for the text at any time, but to get just a bonus, it's got to be before the card the dice is rolled.
Yes.
Yeah.
Really don't want to use any of these.
I'm going to play one of my cards for Shiro. Haha! Burn. Sorry, but I really want Shiro to make it across.
Weird. I will play a card on Siobhan.
So will I. Are we playing
As a
them?
major blessing too.
Oh well,
Why are you giving up a major blessing?
because
That's the one I feel I can give up the
That
most.
play it? Yeah, good. Played. Ding.
Okay.
that's
Um,
for Siobhan.
You don't.
No, that's for Shiro. Oh,
No,
yours
mine's
is
for
Siobhan.
sure.
Right.
That's the chiffon pile there.
Okay, cool.
Which one?
That one.
That one. Okay, well, that's Siobhan.
Okay,
Yes,
Lenza, you need a.
You guys are piffing major blessings.
What? You piffed major blessings?
2 major
That's
blessings
what I
got piffed.
said.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
These sound
Fantastic.
your cards sound a lot worse than the ones I've got, but that's okay.
Blessing of the
What's it?
Devourer. Why wouldn't you want to keep that? Who piffed that one?
Me.
That's
When
fantastic.
am I going to get 24 hours to consume food for something?
Right now.
I guess I could consume all of the
Trogs.
trogs.
Amazing.
And what was the penalty afterwards? I can't remember. It was something nasty.
No,
Uh,
no.
Is there a way to see them?
D6 hit points permanently if you fail a saving throw. Poison.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Anyway, let's do this.
Do you want a bonus to the save, or should I just put on chiffon?
Put it
Siobhan,
on.
if you want. You do what you want, Al. Alright, I'll make my save versus Petrify or Paralysis.
And likewise, I should do that.
No.
So I can, with my card, I can use it after. If I'm using it for the purpose of the card, I can use it at any time. Yeah, Grail.
Correct.
So I can see if I fail here and then use it.
Correct.
Cool.
So this is the Siobhan pile, is it?
No. Is it?
Yes.
Yep, okay, then yes.
Cool.
Also, I went through the process of, coming up with the saving throws macros, and none of you are using them.
I
I'm using the
used
one
it.
that's on the character sheet.
Yeah, I'm using
Yeah.
it on the character sheet.
Oh, okay. Because you could go like save versus petrify paralysis. Like that, see?
No, that
Hey, look, I passed.
Yep, sure I passed. I'm across. Woo.
Okay, so Shiro passed. Lenza fails.
Failed, and I'm not going to bother to use my card because it's not going to help.
And does someone wish to roll? Actually, I'll just roll for Siobhan.
Yeah.
We don't have.
Yep.
We
She
don't
does get
have.
plus 3 though. Come on, Siobhan.
All right, let me just chuck Siobhan. Where is
In the room.
Phrasing.
Oh, that's right. She can't. I can't see her because she is hidden. All right, Siobhan.
She put on the one ring.
She did. All right, Siobhan. Oh, I put her on top of. Oh, there's a good deal of lag. Is there? Oh,
There we are.
there we-
Survive.
Yep, I'm still seeing Radney up. One above.
Okay.
Alright, anyway,
Moved.
let's roll. Saving throw versus death. And she's got plus 3, you said?
Yep.
Plus 3.
Oh,
Did she
come
miss out?
on.
Isn't it +2 for a minor, major and +1 for a minor?
No.
Okay.
Isn't it something because we wanted the result to be different?
Obviously.
Now, who didn't throw a card out there?
So the difference is if
Me.
you play a
I gave one
major
to Shiro.
if you play a major blessing, so you are discarding these cards at the moment, you are not playing them. If you
Yeah.
played it, then you also get plus or minus 1 to your next d20, or +5 or -5 to your next d% within the next hour. So just discarding them doesn't give you any extra. They still.
I know
just
it's the damage that changes.
It is,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah,
So
2
Siobhan-
for a major, and I knew there was something like that,
So
but yeah.
Siobhan fails her death save.
You-
Alright, so I gave this
I'll
death.
draw it. You
Alright,
gave it to me last time. I'll keep them. That's fine.
cool. Even better. Alright, where's my deaths? Oh,
I
did
was
I
like,
say
oh man,
deaths?
my spine's broken.
Alright, shuffle. Alright, let's deal 1, 2, Minerva. Deal. What'd you get?
I got. Oh, it's a minor. That's good. Abdominal injury, unable to rest easily, always considered to have interrupted rest. Oh god.
Wait, why is this Minerva getting them?
Because I
just so-
can't give them to the. You give them to the player. Cards are a bit different.
Oh,
You can't
right,
give them to a
okay.
character.
Yeah.
And because Craig hasn't been on, I can't give those cards to Craig.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. I was just confused as to why Minerva was getting an injury. I'm like, oh, okay.
Unless a full rest in comfortable bed, and healing is 10% in a comfortable bed. Yeah, okay, cool. So is going to get fatigued, I guess. That'll really help with her speed.
And
Yay.
Lenza plopped into the water.
Yes, indeed. Rip.
Well, of people to fall into the water, Lenza is the best. She's wearing the least armor.
Yep.
Did we tie everyone together like we were going to the first time?
Yeah, we're doing all the same crap we did first time.
So we can pull her out?
Hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully it doesn't kill her. That's
I'm sure some rolls have to be made, but I'm.
It's not like yeah. So indeed, we will pull her out. But
So Lenza will take 5 damage from the fall.
I think around.
I was going to say, if wishes were fishes, this would not be an issue.
But you guys burn a few cards, so all good.
Apart from the other lingering injury.
Yeah, well, that's all right. It's only chiffon.
At least this one's mine.
She's not even. She's not even a human anymore. I mean. Yeah.
Dear.
Let me tell you.
Look, retiring adventure is fine, right?
The heroes of Sumberton, of Lenza, of the poor grenade throwing, of Hypatia, the swimming in full plate, of Sean, the not sure why he would stay with this group, of Minerva, the poorly chosen and overly multiclassed, and of Cinnabon, the permanently crippled in so many ways.
What about Jaquan?
I'm Jaquan now.
I'm Kruber now. Okay.
So out of that, all I heard was Sean the competent and his party of incompetent noobs.
That's
so Sean.
That's what Sean hears all the time.
Pretty much.
Of course, Sean is the one telling it. Sean would be the one who prances around the countryside with a harp, strumming the strings, and oh yes, I am the greatest.
I'm sorry, but my harp only has one string.
So is he multi-classed into bard now? Sweet.
Yes, listen to the Song of Death. Twang.
Ooh.
Alright.
So do we all have to make saves to get across, or everyone else is
it's
alright if
fine.
they're just taking care?
It's fine. It was only for those people who were...
Actually trying to help get
Yep.
Yeah. Turns out spinal injuries are pretty bad.
So
that's my favourite moment of the evening, Grail.
Yeah. Once we drag Lenza ashore, Shiro will heal Lenza. Because that's the type of person Shiro is.
Not a
For
problem.
3 damage. Bing.
It's
Thank
fine.
you.
The big thing was really just, to see if you would burn cards. I was wondering if you would, and you did, so...
Yep.
All good. And you got rid of the greatest blessing ever. The blessing of the Devourer. How could you get rid of that? You
Who doesn't want to
you didn't
Because
on
you
his
can,
way.
the blessing of Om Nom Nom.
That's right. As you play it, you can say Om Nom Nom Nom, and imagine all the gifts that Den could have posted.
Just another reason not to play the card.
Okay,
Just for that.
here we go. I'm waiting. There you go.
The obvious, but a good choice.
Okay, so you can then navigate through the tunnels and cave systems of the troglodytes. They will give you a wide berth.
Mhm.
They will not gain any way, shape or form, and you can exit back out into the large open expanse of the map that Aaron made previously, which culminated in this whole travesty of a situation. When I said
I regret nothing!
when I said this is what I want, and then he came out with a giant map, so it's just like, well, I need to put lots of monsters on it.
Look, he just heard you rather than say 25 by 25. He heard 2500 by 2500.
It's only like 120, or it started that way.
I was going to do 5 by 5, but then I realized that was entirely too tiny a map.
Anyway, you guys can get out, start heading towards where Theta and Kukulane and
I
Aaron,
moved it on the
Aaron
map.
should be. I saw you moved, but that's not where you're headed. You were headed
Okay.
to basically the N on Black Ridge Mountains. And my
Yeah,
mouse,
we're over here.
yep, my mouse
Okay.
is way too sensitive at the moment. There, that's a bit better. Yep.
Yeah, so I think we'll reach them basically on their last day of waiting around for us idiots.
Yep.
But yeah.
Well, the camp is still there. They are sitting around eating what looks to be some pretty nice food. It's cooking slow over a fire.
Is it a brace of conies?
Why not? It's a coney of braces.
Nice.
That sounds surprisingly good at this point.
They will see you approaching, and you've now can hook up with your
Donkeys.
Nope.
The most important thing.
Nope.
with your nopes. Theta is like
I am not hooking up with the donkeys.
But Theta, Aaron, and Kukulane, on the other hand, Aaron has recovered somewhat from his previous episode of cowardice or self-preservation. Kukulane is pretty chill, and Theta is just like, took you long enough.
Well, we had wounded.
There's been Theta will be like, there's been visitors to the camp here when you've been gone.
Friendly?
Who?
Oh yeah, friendly. Otherwise, we would have left or been probably killed. Some other adventurers.
Okay, cool. Did
Do
the
we
warning
know
sticks help you?
You both spoke then. I didn't quite catch either of you.
And now no one's speaking. Excellent. Flawless.
One of them was talking about warning sticks.
Yeah.
The other one was asking who. Like, do we know these adventurers, or are they just randoms?
Yeah, Theta will be like, the warning sticks didn't really help. We saw them coming. They didn't try and sneak in. Came during the day. Seemed to be reasonably okay. Couple of people I hadn't seen before. It's all okay. One of them was looking for someone though. I think I've heard you mention him before. They're looking for Nodgrim.
Looking for Nodgrim.
Oh, that's that could be a problem.
Interesting.
Said his name was Farnham. Used to adventure with him.
He was like an elven ranger, half-elven ranger?
Some sort of ranger?
Human
Human
ranger.
Yeah.
He said he lost them up in Andreshell. I said that I knew of a Nodgrim, never met him though, but that you guys might be interested. He was still out and about. I said I think he's dead though, so yeah. Anyway, he seemed to be
Very much so, yes.
he seemed a bit put off with it, and
Please be the return of Brian.
the group headed off. They stayed with us for a day or so, and we shared a few stories.
Like, up
and some
here, just
food.
out of interest, did they say?
Was that sorry?
Why were they like around here? Like, this is not like a common area for people to be in general, honestly.
But it is for adventurers.
Yeah, I guess.
They I think they had been following you. I think they, or at least Farnham, had heard tell that Nodgrim was with a group before, and I think he put two and two together and came up with you guys.
Fair.
He wasn't wrong, but he was a little bit slow. My notes on Nodgrim say Nodgrim is brave but fragile, also crazy. This proved to be true. R.I.P.
Yeah, Farnham. He said he'd been injured and holed up for a while. he
I don't know.
believed the rest of his adventuring group were slain, so...
I think it's more likely that this guy lost a party member and then did nothing to look for that party member for a long time. What a terrible party member.
Nodgrim, not Nodgrim, Thady at this point will see that you have a gnome with you, and he'll start breaking out into some jolly conversation with Dwarf and Stone Speak with him, which...
That's their word, apparently.
Which Shira will reply in, and they can go off and start having a little animated stone people conversation.
Which consists of, why you're joining this party full of crazy people, get out while you can. They're paying me a crap ton of gold,
Just
so
to
I'm
look
sticking
after-
around just to look after the
some
mules.
donkeys.
But man, you're a cleric. They're going to drag you into hell and you won't survive. Just get out now while you can.
Shira's like, as long as I keep getting food, I'm gonna keep sticking around with them. At the moment, I'm kind of living meal to meal. Need food. Will heal for food.
Hey, that gig's taken already. Get out of here.
So Cuchulainn and Eren will make reacquaintances with their bosses, Minerva and Hypatia.
Yeah. You guys survived. Good job. Also, let me take some rations off you. Thank you.
Yep,
Stop playing.
same. I shall give my. So I'm guessing whose ration? I was eating someone's rations, so I'll recompense them.
I think that was mine, probably.
Yeah. So how many? That would have been like 3-4 days.
I don't know. Was it anybody else's? Like, I had less rations than I would have had, but I think that's probably because I was sharing them.
Yeah, I
Well,
was sharing with Shiro, so they
someone-
won't know that you're eating.
Someone was sharing with me, so...
I was probably sharing with Sean.
Cool. So there we go.
Okay, so if you guys are intending to head back to Summerton, it's going to be close to 90 miles, give or take.
Mhm.
Well, are we going to stop? Did we stop? We're going to stop by Labyrinth Keep on the way back, weren't we?
Not
I
now.
don't feel that's a good idea.
I think we
Yes.
should get Savan to Summerton, resting up, and then once we're all healed up, we can go to Lacrima Keep.
Yeah.
But
Also,
there's not a good time to be sitting there with a grievously injured person in a cart while we
Fair.
dick
And
around in camp.
absolutely, and also
It
Lacrima
worked
Keep
fine
is-
last time. What are you talking about?
Well, there's not a settlement. There's not a camp in there. We're camping
No.
there
Oh.
more.
There's Silvermont
Matt
up
is
the top
killing
there.
everyone.
But not at the keep though.
We could
Yeah.
stop in at Silvermont and heal up there.
If they'll take us, that post is pretty fortified when we last passed.
It was.
I mean, we won't be able to trade to get rations, which would be good because I think we might. I'm probably going to run out, but yeah. What they'll necessarily let a band of heavily armed adventurers in there? We can try. I'm happy
I'll
to try.
Yeah, I mean, Hypatia is correct. Last time you went past it, there were guards, quite heavily armoured guards, on the outside of it. Given what's happening in the valley currently, it seemed only a natural progression that Silvermont, which is one of the richest settlements, would get guards. And if the rumours are true that most of it's being stirred up by Harino Quell, then yeah. But he did have heavily armed mercenary guards out there. So what are you doing? And where do you want to go?
Well, let's head. We'll probably head to Silvermont first.
We got to go right past there, and even
Try
if we
it.
just get supplies,
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Run
worth
along
at least trying to
food.
get supplies.
Okay.
I have whispered you a message of something that I am going to do.
Okay, you whispered it to the GM rather than to Grail. That's cool, so it won't appear in the video. Let me have a look. Uh-huh.
Just
Secrets.
It is secrets. Squirrel business.
Oh, them squirrels.
Sure. Alright. So, not Hradny.
Oh, damn it! I said Aaron because I forgot about Heredny. Curses. That's fine. I'll just do that the next day. Do.
And not Kukulane.
Yeah. Well, that was like a toss up between the two. So,
Cool.
but
Okay, that's fine. Well, I have to get a book now, don't I? I normally run this without my books, but now I've got to go and get my book.
So, do we see anything suspicious happening?
Yeah, you do. You see me getting my books.
Hmm.
Oh no.
The good thing is,
Preferences.
the good thing is the entire game is two relatively thin hardback books, so it's not too bad.
how long will it take us to travel back anyway? How many days?
So to get to Silvermont, if that's where you want to go, will probably take about 3 days, give or take. Again, you are still being slowed down, even with the a litter that you attach to the ponies or the donkeys, you go attach it, take it off, and Siobhan gets pretty sore because abdominal and back injuries. it's
Can't line your stomach, can't line your back.
Yeah, she's
Oh.
pretty stuffed.
Just hanging by a neck.
We just need to cut her torso off and replace that. The limbs all work.
You can rebuild her. You have the technology, and even if you don't,
Mhm.
no one cares. It's only Chiffon.
What's that?
We got a decent deal for belly.
Okay. How many times are you casting it? Yes.
3 times per day.
Okay. Fine. Technically,
So-
Shiro is an NPC at the moment, though.
Yes.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, he's an NPC until such
Oh
time
yeah,
as...
good point. Fine, don't give me any information. That's very true. But unless they're evil, because he would share that information.
Yes, no.
Okay.
What are
Well,
you doing?
success.
He's casting detect alignment or no alignment on people.
He is being distrustful of the DM.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, I was just in the 3rd day I cast on everybody who's left, which is Cinnabon, Haradni, and
I better check what magic items people are carrying, though.
yes. I mean, this is how I would have found out that he was not my friend if we hadn't have already got rid of it.
He was and forever will be your friend.
No. Oh, we just need a pane of glass.
Okay, I gotta remember what items you guys have got. I got a lot of items in here.
No, I've just got magic armor and magic bow, I think.
Wow, you have 2 magic items. Impressive.
So do I.
Pretty sure everyone's
you
got, like-
specifically had 2 magic
No,
items.
I've only
Oh,
got one.
It was traded for you.
Yeah.
I have a magic rancer.
And I have a magic ring.
You're the magic item whore.
Well, it's a ring with continual light cast on it.
Oh,
You have another magic ring.
Do I? Oh, that's right. There's that. Do I still have that though?
Yes.
Oh yeah, ring from lady. Yes.
Alright. No, there's nothing to be concerned about within the party.
Excellent.
Okay, so 3 days to get to Silvermont, and Chiffon is really, really, really bad. This going is tearing her apart.
Mm-hmm.
The Silvermont, as mentioned before, has walls built around it now, and there is a fairly heavy guard on the outside. They are wearing, mostly medium-looking armor, which is pretty impressive, and carrying halberds.
back in a minute.
There's about 6 of them on the gate that you can see, probably more behind. There's a little tower with a guy with a crossbow and a horn. The gates are
Silvermont, you say.
closed.
I wave in greeting. Greetings.
One of the guys in the medium armor and the halberd will move forward He's got a helmet on it as well. He lifts up the visor to his helmet as he approaches. He's got his halberd just held kind of loosely in one hand. It's not in any kind of obviously aggressive position. Afternoon.
How you going?
I'm well. What is it you want here at Silvermont? Town's closed.
Yeah, we'll see. Our friend here got injured in a incident on our travels, and we're just looking to get assistance for her.
I
I'm not
see.
sure she'll be safe to. I'd prefer not to continue to travel with her on these rough roads.
Be fighting troglodytes.
It exacerbate the injuries she's already suffered.
He pokes her with the butt of his halberd,
Please don't
causing her to
Please
groan
don't do that.
seriously in pain.
Please don't do that. She's badly injured.
He pokes her again with the butt of his halberd, looking at you as he does so.
Please.
One can't be too careful nowadays, so it's yeah. She seems injured enough. What do you want? You want to come in? Town's closed. You won't find any healing in here.
But will we find food and a bed?
Well, you see, the taverns inside the town, they're not for they're for drinking only now, and have been turned into where they had beds have been turned into barracks.
So you're saying there's no assistance that you will provide us?
Well, I could get word to the boss and see if he would take some coin. I guess maybe he likes a bit of coin, or favors. He likes favors.
Well, can you do that for us, please?
Does he owe us a favor, or did we? Or we didn't do anything for him in the end, did we? We were offered a place.
Yeah, we were, and we didn't take it.
He leans heavily on his halberd and looks you up and down, Sean. Now I could go and see, but that would mean leaving my post, which would get me fined and reprimanded.
That would be bad.
Well, that's a bit of a conundrum, isn't it?
I think we should. Lenza just quietly says we should just leave. This is not worth it.
We don't want to go into Silvermont. Does seem
So, yes, it would get me fined and reprimanded for leaving my post.
Maybe we should give him some money that would discount the fine.
Or you can just send someone else. Like surely they have runners.
I'm
Yes,
back.
of course they do. But yeah, fine.
Lenza says that. Like, come on, dude.
The guard will stop looking. Won't look at Lenza. Will look at Minerva. So yeah. Taps his fingers against his the blade of his halberd. You were talking about remuneration.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you were going to be fined, I mean, we would have to make sure that either you could drown your sorrows in a tavern, or maybe pay off the fine itself.
I like the way you think.
I'm carrying 8 gold, which is literally everything in my purse. So I just pull my purse off and like, you can have everything in my purse.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's just suspicious now.
Sorry?
That's just real.
Have everything in my purse if you carry the message for us. Is this the only guard we can see on the wall?
No, there was one in a tower with a crossbow, and there was 5 others. This is the guy that came forward.
Cool.
And he'll hold his hand out.
Sure. I'll lace his hand with gold.
He'll yep. All right, I'll go and see what I can find out for you.
Yeah.
You wait here.
Yeah. If we can't get in, if you could just bring us some rations, that'd be great as well.
I will do my best for you.
Thank you.
You are a fine person indeed. And he'll cast a sidelong glance at Lenza and return to the gate. He will.
Elves, am I right?
You'll see him dish out, hand out some coins to all of them. They all seem to get 1 coin. He keeps obviously a few extras. They all pocket them. A few smiles. They nod in your direction. He'll nod in your direction, and
Yep.
he'll then call up to the tower. You can't quite hear what he says. It's not that loud. A small little side door will open next to the gate, and he will wander through, tipping his visor as he does so in your direction again. Big smile on his face.
Sick. Why did I not have invisibility? Oh well.
About half an hour later, he'll come back through the same little door, wander over in your direction. So yeah, you're welcome to come in if you want. We'll bring you to somewhere you can get the little lady here some looking after and attention, but rule of the town is that all arms and armament have to be checked in at the gatehouse here before you go in further. Don't worry, you'll get them back. We don't have any
Fair
interest in them, but that's the rule. No trouble inside the town.
Understandable.
So you just want our weapons?
Arms and armor.
I assume there's like a noble who signs for them and stuff. That's fine.
Be the Lord himself, possibly.
Well, there'll
Or
be
the
a
sheriff.
gate guard who has like some noble rank or something. That's fine. Let's do that. Unless people don't want to. Some of you can camp outside the town. That's okay. But at least some people should go in to buy rations and
Alright,
get
Yep,
some healing
Sally.
for.
that'll be me.
Yeah,
Truro
well,
will be going in as well.
I was
All
wondering
right.
whether we should camp outside and then just leave all our gear out there in the camp.
Probably.
Yeah,
But-
well, at least a few of us can camp outside. That's fine.
Yeah. Lindsay was planning to with the donkeys then, and we can go from there.
Yeah, exactly.
Then, sure. Well, in that case,
I don't know whether Fada wants to go or not, but whatever. If people want to stay out with me, they can. If we want to send a few people in,
Yep, Minerva will go in.
I'll go in.
Cheryl will stay out for personal reasons. He's like put his hood up anyway and is like covering his tabard, so
Mhm.
he's just gonna meander off.
Mysterious.
Yeah,
I think Sean will stay outside as well.
cool. So 3 of us are going in, and Cinnabon.
Okay, so it was... Who was going in again? Sorry?
Me. So, you know,
Hypatia, Minerva, and... Was it Lenza?
Jaquan.
Fine.
Ah,
Okay.
shouldn't Sean come in?
Yeah, I'll go in.
Why is Sean coming in?
'cause he's a healer.
Because I'm a healer, and we don't trust their healers.
Help me the patient.
So they will open the main gates, and then they'll kind of step aside. You could all come in,
Whee.
and they'll look at those who aren't coming in, kind of smirk a little bit. That's not like anything's going to happen. Feel free, but we'll close the gates in 5 minutes.
Mhm.
Those
That's
of you
fine.
who do go in, there is just on the inside, just near the tower, a little gatehouse. And you notice that sitting at a desk just inside is a large, heavy-set man. On the table is a roast chicken, which he is kind of devouring, and he seems to have crates and stuff all around him as well, and there's piles of weapons nearby, etc. And he will look up as you enter.
Oh, that guy. Excellent.
And he'll see you and you go, Right, so... Arms and armor here, and I'll sign them off.
Yep.
And he'll look at you, narrow his eyes. Don't I know some of you?
I don't think so. I'm sure I would remember as illustrious a person as yourself. That's a mighty fine red cloak. Have you had it a while?
Why, yes, I have.
Ah. Well, there you go.
I do know you. He points at Sean. Yes. That ill-fated boat trip down the river, searching for that water serpent.
Yes, that was a rather eventful trip, wasn't it?
Thought that you would have drowned like most of the others.
Oh, it's fortunate to reach the shore. I fell in with a party of intrepid adventurers.
I see.
That's another way of saying idiot, I take it.
I apologise for
Adventurous
my
idiot, same
tardiness.
thing.
It's okay.
No, with the GIF.
Oh. Do I have to?
Yes, you of all people have to. When he said he was eating the roast chicken.
John Noble was pretty good in that performance.
Indeed.
Even though that's not exactly Denethor's personality, but still it's pretty good. Yes, so arms and armor. I'll sign them off. I'll give you a writ. You have 48 hours with which you can stay in the town. If you haven't collected your items at that point, they become the property of Lord Quell.
Okie dokie.
Yep. Glad I left them at camp with our crews out the front.
Yep.
Didn't
Let's roll.
Didn't most of us leave, if not all of us, leave our stuff out there?
Yeah, took
Pretty
about,
sure that was the point.
about half an hour to disrobe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine. I still hand over some things. A silver knife, an arming sword. Yep. And my helm.
You don't have
And
anything to
his
worry about.
pistols.
You don't have anything to worry about inside. What do you mean his pistols?
He's just saying because I've obviously stealed Hypatia's. Oh, and a large trog shield. Which
Yeah,
I'm like, yeah, that can probably be thrown away now. But anyway.
I thought you were going to use that on a set of stairs.
Yeah, probably. Gonna hang it up in the Adventurers Guild.
So, feel free. The town is mostly open. Some places will be off limits. You have an injured person.
We do.
Yes. Indeed.
Okay.
All right, let's go exploring. Shall we split up to cover more ground?
Let's split the party more.
Where can we take this injured person? Is there a place that we can get a bed for them?
Yes.
The Golden Grape, I believe, is the best place to take her.
All right. Cool.
Enjoy your stay at Silvermont.
Thank
We
you.
will. Thank you.
Are you sure the rest of your troop do not wish to come inside?
A crowded city like this for the donkeys, they're not really that well trained. We normally leave them outside.
You have been given.
Also the elf.
You have been given. Elves. You have been given free access to the town. I do not see why you would leave some of your fellows outside in the uncomfortable wilderness. They are safe inside. Nothing of foul will come of them.
Some of them, well, one of them is training in nature and cannot leave it. So I guess the others have just stayed to give them company. That's okay. Don't worry about them. They're just chilling in the wilderness.
They made their choices.
It's some kind of weird spiritual journey. I don't really get it, but druids, bards.
I don't have any vested interest. I was just being polite. Enjoy your stay.
Thank you very much.
And he'll
Cheers.
go back to his chicken, but watching you from under the brim of his hood and sucking on his fingers.
Cool.
What was the name of the inn he sent us to?
The Golden Grave.
Grape.
Yep.
No, it was grape.
Do I still have?
I was just making it more foreboding.
The Golden Grape, if any of you recall, was the tavern that you were offered by Harino Quell. Those of you who were here at the time.
Sucks to be us.
That it does.
The one session I missed, and we were offered a tavern. Tragedy.
It's before my time.
The Golden Grape seems much like it was previously for those who were here. It is mostly run down, but fairly large tavern. It does seem to have some rooms up above. The rooms were fairly small, not many. It was mostly a tap room before, but it did have some small accommodation. The outside of it has a number of not heavily armed, but they are armed people. Not wearing much armor, I should say, but armed, mostly carrying sidearms, swords or daggers. A couple of them are leaning on spears, etc. One or two has a bow on their back. Maybe about a dozen or so ramshackle and fairly rough-looking men and women of different walks of life. They'll look you up and down as you approach, but give you a bit of a berth.
Alright. Let's
Enter the tavern.
yeah, with a injured comrade.
The tavern is thick with smoke, both from an open fire which is burning fairly heavily off in the corner, and there are what appears to be some pans with some bacon or meat or some kind of greasy
Oh yeah, after
protein
show rations, that
cooking
looks
in
like
it.
some good shit.
Yep. There's also some pots of coffee in the embers. There is what appears to be a dishevelled looking barmaid wandering around, and she'll move on up to you. Yes, what do you guys want? New,
Well,
Food, drink, and a
new
bed.
mercenaries?
Oh, we're just
No,
venture
we're
passing through.
heroes.
We're the stupider form of mercenaries. Heroes.
Oh, I heard that that they'd open the gates and let some in. Oh, very well. What do you want then? How many are you? There's 4 of you. 4 beers then.
I would like an ale.
5 beers.
Can we get a room? Is there any rooms available?
Well, the rooms upstairs, what we have been turned into barracks for some of the more, I guess you could say, efficient, or what's the word I'm looking for?
Official?
No, that's not it. Favoured of Quell. But I've got one room which I keep aside for emergencies, which I've been told to make available. So yes, I do.
Are we be able to take our friend here who's injured straight to the room and get her settled in?
Upstairs, second on the right. It's going to cost you 5 golds a night. Thank you muchly.
Sure. I don't have any gold.
Ow!
Yep.
I'm sorry. Did you hurt yourself?
Yes, I tripped over the pricing of this tavern.
Well,
Oh God.
so I did find.
I'll
So
put one night's.
you keep. So you
on
say
the
you keep
board.
this thing for keep the this room for emergencies. Does that imply that it's not the room that you would offer anyone else? Or
Yeah, she said
Yeah,
we
it's
were
the
allowed
bridal
it.
suite.
It's
Yeah, we
been
were allowed
given. We have been given permission for it, so I assume Quell
Yes.
has heard about us.
Yes.
Being
Yes. So you have
Quell your fears, Alan.
you have room in the room, so to speak, and I believe it was 6 ales to get you all.
that,
Something like that.
I think
Sure.
that's sort of sad.
This is saying,
Sure.
I'm paying for one night as well.
All right.
We've got 48 hours, didn't you say?
Yeah.
48 hours, yes.
Are we planning on
Well-
staying more than one night?
No,
No,
that's
two
why I
nights.
was only paying for one night.
I'm
So
new
we're
guy,
in-
so I'm looking for stuff.
So are we staying one night or 2 nights?
Just one night.
I think that was like the 4th time people have said one night.
Okay,
One
well,
night to begin with, and then we'll see.
I'll pay the other 5 if and when it
Yes.
comes to that.
It's just going to be one night, because otherwise they take our stuff.
Yeah.
Which I know is like an arming sword and a helmet, but still.
That was
I
your
bet
arming
you
sword
did.
and helmet.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's do this. Okay, so
Money works the same as in the rulebook, doesn't it?
Yes.
Cool.
Is there an alchemist here that we can buy stuff from? Charms, wards, magical accoutrements?
Who are you asking? Me
Oh.
or her?
Yeah, her.
What?
Are there is there a place that sells tinctures and elixirs around here?
Oh, yes. There's a midwife. Don't know what she's doing here though. Most of the women aren't here anymore, or those that are don't really need a midwife because she kind of cocks her head, and I'm doing it, but you guys can't see me. Motioning to the
Oh,
ramshackle
we
looking.
can.
Oh Jesus, where was that camera? To the ramshackle and rough-looking women mercenaries, and she kind of says, "They don't really need it. The men keep their hands pretty much to themselves around those women, if you catch my meaning, and I'm
Yep.
far too homely for them to be interested in an old dinner
Aw.
midwife. But anyway,
Look, I'm sure back in the day you were prettier.
Well,
thank you.
Wow.
I'm glad the men keep their hands to themselves.
I have to keep grouping up.
So, how much is his room compared to everyone else's?
He
There's
can
only
stay
one
with
room.
he can stay with me.
Oh, that is
Free.
a warmer bed.
Cheaper one.
Now I must warn you, I do suffer flatulence.
Extra warm then.
You just have to plug it up with something.
Oh, come on.
When even Kruger's response would be, "Wow, you've reached a new level."
Oh, that's a Craig joke and a bad Craig joke.
It's probably the smoothest thing she's ever heard. Come on. She's been stuck in this tavern with a bunch of mercs for quite a while.
Oh God, that's just.
Come on, with Craig, it would have been. Do they sell octopuses at the docks?
It would have been.
Cool. So, does she know of a healer in town? Or
She just said there's a midwife.
Right, that's the extent.
okay.
Midwives in a historical sense and in a pseudo-historical sense, because
Oh yeah.
pseudo performed more than just birthing.
Okay. Cool. Or perhaps we should. Let's see if she has she can do anything for our friend.
Okay.
Well, hopefully she's got stuff that's in here.
And also, we should look for rations. Everything else is well. Let's see how we go. All right. Shall we Shall we call the midwife? No.
Call the midwife.
Let us seek the midwife then, I guess.
Okay.
No, you're typing.
Probably
Here's
should start the
here's
band.
the midwife.
Age has not been kind.
Alright, so you guys can call the midwife. Gift do I have to?
Yep. Yep.
Look,
Sorry.
the important thing is that it came from Call the Midwife.
Okay. So, oops. I'll just put that in all players because Gru. Actually, no. I'll leave it to Lenza. So, did you see that, Lenza?
Yep.
Alright, so, whilst the rest of them are in town, who's still outside player-wise?
And
You're the only player, though, that's outside.
yeah, I think I am the only player that's outside.
Okay, so they've gone inside for an hour or so now. The gates were closed well afterwards. The guards on the gates were kind of just eyeing you off for a while, looking at you suspiciously before seeming to no longer care. You've noticed that there has been a guard change in that time. One of the things about the guard change, though, is that the tower now has 3 people on top of it with crossbows. However,
What's the right time of the day?
it's getting close to dusk.
Yeah, cool.
Just as the sun does start to set, you see this guy almost saunter in to your camp from the woods. Seems to be pretty laid back, but keeping kind of out of sight of the guards.
Lovely.
Looks you up and down.
Lenza will say, if you're going to cause trouble, I would appreciate it if it's done elsewhere.
Oh, I'm not here to cause trouble, miss.
I
remember you.
Yeah. I visited Silvermont a long time ago now.
You almost had me. One of the only people to ever almost have me. So anyway.
The guy would try to duff.
I would appreciate it if you refrain from that activity around me currently.
I'm not here to cause any trouble, miss. I'm here to tell you that you could be in danger here.
Beyond the obvious.
Oh, not from them, and he'll point in the direction of the town.
Ah, right. Stuff from outside the town.
Yes, yes. The reason for the guards on it is, there's been some funny doings happening lately. I'm about to head back in myself. I come out during the day, go for a bit of a scamper around before I sneak over one of the walls and go back in. But the guards, they're here because things have been coming out of Androshell recently. The lands around here aren't safe at night. They come specifically for the town. And you're near the town, so
We'll be in the way.
I thought I'd give you a fair warning, miss.
Heads up. Thank you, that is appreciated. Hopefully my companions will be out of there quick and we can move on.
It's fine. I just wanted to let you know.
Thanks.
Yeah. I'll say thanks and best of luck.
Best of luck.
I'm sure
Here-
if he gets caught, then
You hear
Sorry, Carl.
you hear behind you a creaking of loose twigs, etc. Something has moved across it. Crack, and you hear a curse word.
cool. Can I grab Dane?
Yes, you can try. Make an attack roll.
Cool.
He has an armor class of 7 because he is small and slippery.
Yeah, exactly. This is just. Do I get any bonuses this, or is it just
You can use your dex. You can use your dex bonus.
Dex. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So just.
Are you wearing your Velcro gloves?
Of Dane catching.
Cool. Well.
Ooh.
No.
I think he slips you once again,
Yes.
and you hear a curse from behind you, and Dane will turn and scurry off laughing.
Mm-hmm. I'll turn around and see what happened.
There is another Dane right behind you who looks identical, and he goes, "Damn it!" and he'll turn and run off into the woods.
Hey Oz,
Yes.
I think you're in danger.
Thanks.
Magic missile.
I appreciate that.
Go on, that was solid.
So the real question mark Dane runs off towards the woods.
They both ran into the woods. One ran one direction, one ran the other.
Interesting.
That's a little weird.
Theda will get his head out of a backpack that he was rummaging through at the time. What was that?
I'm not sure. Although we may be in a little more danger here than I anticipated. So is it just us four out here? Like
Yes.
myself, Theda.
Shiro. There's 5 of you out there.
Oh, sure, yeah, too.
And so Serenity.
Oh,
Yeah,
and
it's
Rodney,
out
yep.
there.
And Randy. Yeah, okay, cool. So okay, we've got a decent-ish size amount of people here. I'm
You
still
do.
comfortable camping out, but I guess we'll see if we can find a somewhat more defensible position. I guess. Obviously not. I should they'll be watching the entirety of Silvermont, but
Yeah.
So like if we can find I don't know, just like a small hill or at least a probably not backed up to the forest, I'd say, because that's probably a stupid idea. But yeah, someplace to camp essentially for the night where we can defend ourselves if needed.
Do you need to not die? You have our stuff.
I highly doubt the people from Silvermont will be helping us if we come under attack. Funnily enough.
Depends if you're camped under the wall or not.
Oh well, I think they'll shoot us off if we try to camp under the wall.
Maybe. Alright, in town, those of you who went looking for the midwife can find her. She is a little old lady, seems to have, kind of a bent back, a dowager hump, thin wispy hair, Hello?
Hello. We were hoping that you could help our friend with some tinctures.
You've come to the right place, you have. Did Quell knock someone else up again?
Thankfully
No,
not.
they've
No,
got
we have.
spinal injury.
Yeah. Yes. We are ventures passing through town, and we wonder if you could come and have a look at our injured comrade. She's been, yeah, I think like my friend said, has a back injury. She also has some sort of abdominal.
Yeah, so we're looking for like a mending tonic.
Oh,
At least something to ease the pain.
I can make one of those.
You can make a mending tonic?
Yes.
Sweet.
Mending tonic. I can make one of those for you in. I got the. What do I need for mending tonics? You'll start
You need
thinking. Sanical. Sanical. Yes, I got Sanical. 2 weeks.
Oh, she doesn't have any ready. Shit.
Oh, no. Doesn't last very long. Make it as required. Or in small doses for those of you more notables.
Okay. Dang. Well, that doesn't help us, unfortunately.
Okay, I think we're gonna have to maybe we just try and find a wagon, like a little wagon we can put her on. That might make it a little easier. Do it.
Do you have any salubrity on hand, or would you need to mix that as well?
No, I have lots of that.
Yeah, I figured you would. How long does that last for?
Ooh,
Like when it's all bottled up?
maybe a week.
Oh, okay.
Problem
Not
with it doesn't tend to last too long. I mean, maybe a little bit longer. It depends. It has, the it has fresh ingredients. They don't last as long.
Well, we're not planning to head out into the wilderness again that soon. That's all. All right. Damn it! Really wanted that mending tonic, but we can't wait for 2 weeks in town.
Nope.
I'll tell you what. I do have one.
Ooh.
I was keeping it special. I'll start
It's
making
a
another
very
one.
serious injury.
I'll start making another one just in case. But
We understand. We're putting you out.
you are
Double the price.
sold.
20 gold.
bad.
Bargain.
How much is that, Mister? I don't have any money.
It's 20 gold. And that entire letter of credit was donated by Minerva. So she doesn't care about gold. She just says whatever the fuck she wants.
Are you trying to use a letter of credit with this? Are you?
No, I'm just asking Alan to pay for it.
Oh, okay. Have you moved your mic away from your face?
I just had knocked it down. Yep.
Okay, cool. Because it sounded like you were talking from the other side of the room.
Excellent.
Good times.
So I can sell you the salubrity. They're 10 apiece.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't think we need them within the next week. So maybe we'll get them on the return.
That's okay. It's not that they don't get sold around here.
Do you guys want anything else from her? The only thing I was looking for was the mending tonic and salubrity if it lasted for a long time. But it doesn't, so that's all I actually wanted.
No,
Yeah.
I was just coming wondering.
There is a truth tonic, which would be really handy, but again, I don't know how long that lasts. It takes
No, it
2
wouldn't.
months to make.
I'm more inclined to find somewhere where we can get supplies,
Yeah.
as in food and backpacks and
Yeah.
that sort of generic stuff.
Yeah, let's go get those things.
Okay, you can buy stuff in Silvermont for 3 times the listed price.
Ugh. Okay, cool.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Demand skyrocketed, you all saw it.
Yep,
Yeah.
fair.
Surprised.
All right, so get some rations, I guess. They're gold 50, gold and a half each, I guess, if we're getting some trail rations. We can get some fresh rations, actually, since we're just going back to
Was it
thing,
was it
and
5
there's 6
days?
silver each.
What was that? Sorry,
So-
Al?
Was it 5 days to Somerton?
Let's have a look at the. That's about 30 miles. So you're looking at about 75 miles, give or take, probably closer to 80, because I didn't account for bends in the road. And you'll be travelling probably about 15 miles a day, 20 miles if you push it.
Hmm.
We won't be pushing it with Savan.
No, so you're
Yeah.
probably looking at 5 days at least.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I'm going to get 10 unpreserved rations and a sack to put them in.
Okay.
I
Done.
believe I still have enough rations. I don't need to buy more.
Let's see. I've had. Yeah, I'll get 10 preserved rations as well. So 6 gold.
Oz, outside, as dusk begins to fall, the guards who are on the outside of the gate go inside, but they leave a few lit torches around the outside of the wall.
Around the outside.
Was we able to was I able to find like a somewhat nice position?
Sure.
If stuff's worth so much money here, is there any chance that they would like to buy continual light stuff?
You could try and sell it if you wish. You make a charisma check, see how well you go. Reaction
Sure.
roll.
2d6 minus 1. I got a 6. Wait,
Okay.
that's Sean. That's not me. Where's me? I got a 6.
Sure. When you pull out the continual light stone to show them, it is not glowing.
Oh. What happened to my stone? That's not good.
What did you do?
I don't know. Are other people's continual lights working? Hypatia?
I pull mine out of my pocket or my pouch.
Not working.
I pull mine out from.
Not working.
Okay.
Is lenses working?
Nope.
Well, you're not in
Yes, that's why I'm asking.
Yes.
Oh.
Is
Disembodied voice goes, better check my continual lights. But you would have checked it anyway out there. Not working.
Yeah.
Any of the stones that were made by Minerva are not working.
Did your friend teach you that spell, Minerva?
Yes.
Oh,
Also, we went into the magical darkness. It's one of those two, I would suspect.
Yeah.
fair point. All right. Well, maybe later.
So we
Had
didn't work.
noticed
I was going to say,
that
did
they
we
were
not work
working
this
in
out
the
on the
cave?
walk back?
Yeah.
But now it's more dramatically appropriate.
Correct.
Yeah.
Dun dun dun.
Okay. Well, dang. I guess I can't sell them then.
You want to sell me what?
No, nothing. It's a very
This-
nice pendant, and I'm going to hang on to it. Thanks. All right. Sorry about that. My mistake. Seems to be broken. I've got a nice looking silver knife. Oh, wait. I handed that into the guard.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've got a pair of leather gloves that are quite nice. No, never mind. I'm hanging on to those as well. All right. Peace out then.
Okay. What
Yeah.
else do you wish to do? Otherwise, you can spend the evening hanging out with some mercenaries at the Golden Grape. Lenza can avoid getting killed outside when
Yep.
whatever it is turns up to attack Silvermont.
Hopefully avoid getting killed outside.
Yeah. I guess I'll make some small. I'll go over to the other female mercenaries and make small talk.
Okay, you do.
Mm-hmm.
Small talk is made. So, if you wish to try and gather information, is that what you're attempting to do?
Sure. Would you like me to make a charisma check?
Yes, please. Let's see how well you carouse and shamoodle. Not particularly
Exactly
well.
average.
Yep. They basically clink drinks with you and bemoan the fact that there's not enough action going on here. they're stuck inside for the most part. But you do hear tell that the town does get attacked every now and then from outside.
I assume
yeah?
you can't see my
Anything-
whispers again.
Details
Anything in particular?
are kind of sketchy at best, and they don't tend to want to tell you too much. You're an outsider. It's not like they're avoiding telling you anything. They're just, they'd just be rather drinking.
BRB.
Fair enough.
If only you had rolled a tad bit better, or perhaps bought some drinks to loosen their tongues and their favour.
Yeah.
I'll head up.
They're buying their own drinks. You're heading up to see Siobhan, are you?
Yeah, to try and make her feel better.
Okay,
Well,
she's
give her
gonna
the tonic as well. It's probably worth
Give her some tonic, throw some healing spells at her. That
Okay.
sort of stuff.
You're giving her the
Wait,
tincture.
do we need to have to wait to give her the tincture, or can you just give it to her anytime?
So you're giving her a mending, which will be half time to recover from injury, or 50% longer. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, let's see if it works. If someone can roll the d10 for her on a roll of 5 to 10, it works. On a roll of 2 to 4, it doesn't. And on the roll of a 1, it will make it worse.
Well,
Who's
I-
rolling?
Sean, you're the medic. Do it.
1d10?
1d10.
And you're looking for high. Oh, like a bonus.
It does work.
Best
Woohoo!
medic ever.
Look, Miss Marsh, it does get in. Alright,
Gotta plug those holes up.
yep,
Oh, my spine, it's tingling.
yes,
Will casting healing spells help at all?
no.
Oh.
No.
Fair
Your
enough.
healing spells heal hit point damage.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt, though.
No, if it makes you feel better, maybe
Ah.
it's
It's
maybe
like
it's
magic fingers. Ooh.
yeah, maybe the healing spells will heal you, absolve you of any sense of
Well, no,
guilt.
I'll cast a reverse healing spell, and then a healing, then a reverse healing spell, then a healing spell.
Yeah, but that'll work out as killing them instead by accident.
Well, only if they've got less than 7 hit points.
Killing them softly. Morning. Because unless you guys are actually wanting to do anything else, we can just skip the rest of the night.
No.
I did send a whisper, but I don't really care whether it's
Hang on.
true or not. I was just wondering.
Oh,
Okay, so but before we
You
do,
know, I do the thing that I do.
yes, as I mentioned to you, they don't seem to be particularly heavily armed. When
Okay.
you would have to possibly, because they're inside a walled town, which is occupied predominantly by other people of their ilk. So they don't really need to be fully kitted out. They've got enough in case trouble breaks out. But the people in here are, generally on R&R. If you wanted to go, for a little side jaunt, and you miss my little jaunt motion with my hands then, into people's private places, residences, rooms, or barracks, then so be it. But they hang thieves.
Yeah. Boo.
Not that there was any thieving going on to the rest of the party.
It definitely wasn't.
Oh, it's not. So I was sure if it's worth trying to procure. No, it's not worth it. So not.
Cure what?
Or a wagon or something to make the travel easier for Chiffon, but yeah, I don't know.
Mm.
Also, we have to carry. We'd have to drag it ourselves.
Well, we have 2 mules out the front, don't we?
I
Some
guess
donkeys, yes.
I mean, we're looking for a lot. We'd be looking for like a cart just big enough to basically put her on. So
Yeah.
I suspect it'd still be in short supply given this town's all fortified up.
No harm in asking. They'll only ask for exorbitant prices for it, but hey.
Indeed.
A cart is normally 100 gold.
Mm-hmm.
So
So
that was what you would expect to find it in a regular market economy.
Yeah. So we're looking at least 300.
Maybe.
Well,
Probably
it might
less.
be the opposite because they might not be using any carts if they're boarded uptown,
Well, they might have none.
or they might have none. Indeed.
They might have already turned them into firewood.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well-
you can find a cart, and you can possibly find it for sale if you wish to go looking for it the next day.
Oh,
No,
well,
we should
briefly
just-
in the morning.
Oh, okay, fine.
Yes. So if you wish
I'll only
to do
spend a couple of hours looking and then we'll head off.
sure.
Yep.
So they will ask for 150 gold for it.
More importantly, do they have the horses to pull it?
We have
Oh,
mules.
It'll take 4 mules to pull it if
Yeah.
we're using mules. It takes 2 horses to pull a cart.
So it's not a small cart. We can't find a small cart.
no,
That would
this-
be. Oh, yeah, you're looking for a cart, not a wagon.
Yes.
Right, I
This
see.
is a cart.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. If we can get a cart for the donkey, that seems legit.
A
cart's
donkey?
150?
Yep, pulled by
A
two
donkey
poor
cart.
donkeys.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Cool. We don't have that. No, we definitely don't. Is there anyone in town which will honor a letter of credit?
I have 140 gold pieces on the mule outside
Well, that doesn't help us, unfortunately.
and 22 gold pieces in my pouch.
Yes, is there someone in town who can honor a letter of credit?
He might.
Oh,
I'd rather not cash in a letter of credit here because they're going to tax the crap out of the letter of credit. And it's going to be a percentage based thing. So they'll be like, yeah, I'll cash in this letter of credit for you for like a 50% fee.
In fact, this guy is going to come looking for you in the morning. You're out looking for the cart or a wagon, and you'll see him approaching the gold grape. He has maybe about a dozen or so heavily armed men-at-arms with him, all wearing plate and mail armor.
Lord
Ooh, nice.
Silvermont, it is good to see you. I had feared that we wouldn't get the chance to remake your acquaintance, but worry not, you have quelled those fears.
And he seems lost for words. Your
Boob!
witty repartee is very, very interesting. Anyway, you have an injured companion that you brought in here. Ah,
She's not worth very much, I'm sorry.
I just sort of elbow to
God.
Don't worry, his wit's not wasted on the battlefield.
Or with the
So-
donkeys. They think I'm hilarious.
So, I seem to recall meeting one or two of you many, many moons ago, many months. I can't recall what it was I discussed with you at the time. However, you've come into my town now. I just wanted to come and say hello. And what is your intention? It has been brought to my attention that your injured associate is rather grievously wounded. Do you wish to leave them here? I am quite happy for any fair maiden who has been struck ill to stay in the town, and will stay here under on my coin, and we'll make sure that she is looked after until she is fit to travel again.
Very kind, Lord Gwell, but we have been chatting with the midwife, and I think she'd probably better come with us.
Ah, old Esmeralda, yes, she does sterling work.
Indeed.
Yes, very well, very well. I thought if it's only fair to offer any aid that I can render, but if you wish to take the poor injured lass out upon the road, the hard road, then that is the decision that you would make.
I'm glad Liz isn't here for this.
After everything we've done, I think giving her a few more days of done to save her, giving her a few more days of being jostled in a cart is the least she can do for us.
Understood, understood. So, your adventures, you travel around the valley.
We do.
Indeed.
There are foul plots afoot.
I have heard, but I have been waylaid here in this town for my own protection, you understand. Foul plots afoot indeed. In the last month, 2 assassins have tried to take my life. Thankfully,
well,
they have.
is
Thankfully, they
luckily
have
they weren't that
both
good.
been brought low. So,
now. I also understand that your mead hall has been the site of attacks of monsters each night too. Is that the case, or did I mishear that from some mercenaries?
there are what it seems to be a number of less desirable creatures, undead for the most part, that I have been informed, reliably so, have come from the ruins of Androshell. Castellane should have done something about that scourge upon the land many years ago. His lack of foresight will be the ruin of us all, I'm afraid.
That rune
We
is a tough piece of work.
do
that's-
plan to go back to Androshell at some point to deal with some of this, but it is very low on our current list of high priorities. Perhaps you would like to incentivize us to move that up to deal with it for you.
Ooh, I
We
like
still
the
got to
way
go
you
back to
think.
town.
Yeah,
A
but after
cunning
that.
businessman. Yes,
Ah,
I could see.
yeah.
I could see myself. You rumor has it, and he'll lean in kind of conspiratorially, that some creatures of dark power have moved in and made it their own, and they are using somewhere below it to their dark dens and deeds to summon these beasts and send them out into the valley to wreak havoc. Now, if that or those creatures could be put to the blade, then a very fine endeavour it would be, and the
Shall
valley
we
would be
say?
in their
what sort
debt.
of evidence would you need of completion?
Well, how about we say 5 gold per skeleton skull as proof
Um,
of
what are you doing?
try to make a lot of money.
I'll tell you what. If the ruins of Androshell could be swept clean of said darkness, such that I could send a contingent of men there safely to occupy it for the betterment of the valley, mind you, to stop
Of course, of
creatures,
course.
stop any more creatures. The ruins have a long and storied history of being a wormhole for slimy creatures and evil to worry their way into the valley and into the
Hypatia,
world.
why are
Now,
you picking at your arm?
I could set those people up who made that so to be very wealthy indeed. In fact,
How many
if
mils are we talking?
uh, in fact,
Why are you
if
still talking?
if I could send a contingent of men to take care and occupy that again for the betterment of the valley, I could set those people up to be lords and ladies of quite strong repute. Perhaps even set them on their way to being landholders.
Oh, that is a most interesting proposition.
Of more than, say, a golden grape shaped tavern.
We'd have to.
Oh, Golden Grape taverns are, they are for saving a little bit of prestige, but no, saving the valley. Saving the valley from the vileness that is running rampant. No, that is true heroism and needs to be rewarded thusly.
But between us, I have heard that some of this undead scourge was possibly started by a half-orc who liked to lick things. But that may
Hey.
merely be a rumor.
You have more information than I do then. No.
I
But
have heard that.
half-orcs, vile creatures. I met one once. I had to bathe continuously for 5 days afterwards. He seemed nice enough, but repugnant creature. Anyway, that is something that I think, I've heard a little bit of tale. The men have said things, and it's gotten back to me that you are to be considered, rather infamous in this valley. You have grown to have a good deal of reputation about you, or so the men have led me to believe. So, if the ruins of Androshell could be swept clean again for the betterment of the valley, and
Of course.
the darkness within crushed, eliminated, then yes, I could very well see myself casting those heroes into the limelight, elevating their prestige, their fame, their fortune, and, as I said, making them landholders. And as we know, true wealth is not in coin, but in land.
Indeed. Is it not also the case that if someone was strong enough to clear the ruins of Androshell and take it as their keep, they would have that very much themselves rather than necessarily waiting for someone else to do it for them and then claiming it as their own domain?
But you can't claim land. It's not yours to claim, but it is mine to give.
Yeah, the Cream
Even-
and Keep would allow us
Yeah,
to claim it.
Yeah.
So,
Hmm.
that is something that I can offer.
Well,
the ruins, the undead that have come from the ruins of Androshell will not stop at Silvermont. We just happen to be the closest settlement, and that is why they come here.
indeed.
Soon they'll go to Donduran, Kel's Rise, even Summerton itself. I've heard that the mercenary army that was on the outskirts has moved, so Castellane's defences that he has raised,
Huh.
he has shifted.
Well, all of this we cannot agree fully, for we must consult with our other party
And,
members who
I-
remained outside. Worry not, while I am not sure if the elf will agree with this, the donkeys will see reason and outvote her.
Bring them all in. Bring them all in. We shall discuss.
No, it is, but we must soon be on our way.
I have an excellent chef.
Indeed you do. I remember that you last time, I believe, had some of the imported ice eels that were quite delicious.
Ah, you've eaten at my table before. Yes. So I do recall, yes. Now, I think even harder. But tonight we have the very finest centaur.
Sadly,
How
I
exciting.
am a man of my word, and my word has been given for my knight's companionship,
Very
and I
well
cannot
then.
break that oath.
Come on,
far,
man. This guy's horsing around.
far be it from me to force you to break your word. If
But
you
that
change,
is just for me.
well, I would like to speak to all of you, but if I cannot, then I cannot. But that said, the offer to reward any clearing of Androshell does remain very much on the table. Take it to your friends, return if you want. I will give you free entrance into the town. You will not have to bribe the guards. And don't worry, I heard about that as well, and he has been flogged for demanding money to bring word to me.
Oh, that guy seemed
Okay.
okay.
Yes, but
Really?
I do not like extortion.
Fair enough. I like it a little bit.
He's
When
fine.
you're on the wrong side of it.
Very well. I shall let you go. I have business to attend. I have many, many things to oversee. I will bid you good day, and I hope that your companion recovers very quickly indeed.
Okay, so let's travel outside and talk over the deal with these guys. And if they're interested, or whether we're getting the F out of here. Let's find out.
Okay, you can all pack up and leave and meet up again.
Yep.
Mhm.
So,
Did we want to get the wagon? Or the cart?
the cart. We don't have the money
Yeah.
for it, but we can walk in and out, so we can do that now. So, yes, we probably should get that wagon.
Is that gonna be good, like, long term? I don't know, like.
Well,
Yes.
Well, it's a wagon.
Sorry, it's not a wagon, it's a cart. We're buying
Yeah.
a cart.
yeah.
But it's smaller than a wagon, so we can probably take it more places as far as
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, but the thing is, it's like, for example, we're not going to be able to go to the hills with it whatsoever.
No, but we don't really need to.
Is it an American cart or one of those
But
small
like,
European
what I'm saying is, like, even to where we left, like, Theodar that before, a cart probably would not get there in one piece, if not very easily.
Hey! Wagons travel off road. Okay, like that's what they're made for. Wagons are not like flimsy. You know, they did like settle the West, right? Like wagons are a thing. They're not like I don't know, made out of rice paper. Like they.
Yeah,
My point is, they're pretty fucking tough. You can definitely take a wagon into the wilderness. Making it go up a mountain, yeah, that might be pushing it a bit too hard, but like wagons are tough.
They still got them across the bloody, like you said, across the.
They can get
Oregon
across
Trail.
mountain ranges. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
It
it would slow us
depends
down.
what you-
But, hey,
Depend. A smaller little cart is also going to be easy to port over small obstacles too.
Mm.
So we can, potentially, if it's got to get across a creek or something, port it through around it.
People did lose wagons and stuff like that, but in general, you're still better off traveling with one. I don't know.
So
I'm happy to get it.
would the cart require both mules to pull it?
Yes, it does. Both donkeys have to pull the cart.
Yes, you can pull it with one horse or 2 donkeys. Or you can pull it with 2 horses or 4 donkeys. But yeah, minimum is 2 donkeys.
And it can carry a fair bit of stuff, I think.
It can, up to 400 pounds.
Yeah.
so we can do.
So
Okay,
we've
well,
got
the-
350 pounds worth of stuff we can load
600
up on
pounds
it.
if you pulled it with more.
So you can put up to 350 pounds when we assume that obviously we're putting 50 pounds of iron spikes on it.
And chiffon. Just should be on there as well.
Okay,
At some
but
point.
more importantly, so we get the wagon, we come outside, and we talk to you guys about maybe doing the Ruse of Andershell. If we do that, I assume Harino Quill will take care of Cinnabon while we do that.
Sure.
Maybe even he'll pay for our training before we head out. Who knows?
Okay.
Before we go to those things, Kruber really wants to get himself his full plate.
Yeah.
Right.
Also, a little point. Do we know? Do we have? Do the players have knowledge? Sorry. Do the characters have knowledge that about the nature of Chiffon's employment?
No.
No.
We know she's worked for Lord Castellane. That's all we know.
Yes.
Yeah, and that makes her someone who can be tortured for information.
Yeah, whatever. That's not okay. I mean, he seems like a pretty nice guy.
Yeah, you
Also, they're not
haven't been paying
they're
attention.
not,
I'll
they're
tell
not
you.
enemies. I'm
Just
listening
like all
for.
nobles who want to try, who wanted to throw us into the throw plebs like us into the meat grinder.
Yeah,
We're not plebs, we're heroic
Also
plebs.
the more important point that we us alone cannot take on the entirety of Andershell. Like, they were in Castlane, they were planning a massive expedition with a whole bunch of people to try and clear it out. I highly
We
doubt
killed
we can swap. We can wander up there and
we
We
have
killed the
Radney, the
beast
powerful
last
cleric.
time.
We have
Radney is
Dawn,
not a member of
Rad-
our party.
Radney
We
is not going
killed
to
the
do it.
beast of it last
Yeah,
time.
yes, Radney. And I mean, I'll speak for Radney because I'm the one controlling her, but I assume Radney can speak for herself. That I'm fairly confident this was a one-off thing, and the way and our absolute disaster of a trip here has probably shown her that traveling us is a terrible idea.
Radney came with you because she was coming to assist with the noble endeavour to end the suffering of Maya the Immortal.
Yes.
She is not here to assist in the cleaning out of Andershell for some potential mining magnate despot. Regardless of how charismatic you think they might be, that's not what
Secret
she's up
father
for.
of Willabrod.
Apparently so.
Exactly. And also, we are well aware that this guy has been stirring up trouble with Summerton. Like, he's probably the reason why there's a massive mercenary camp outside at the moment.
That
Okay.
was It's moved on. They've moved on, but there's
Yes, but
He's-
that's
say he's
the
leaving.
point still stands.
Very well. I'm convinced. Let's just leave then. We'll get the
Yep.
card and go.
Yeah, I fully support this.
But please
Also, I
note,
do trust.
we should never return to Silvermont then.
Why not?
Shiro says, yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
Probably not. No.
Well, not while Quell's in charge of the town.
Yeah, snubbing him like this seems like not a good idea to return.
We
Why-
never
why-
said that we would 100% do it. We said it was on our thing. Perhaps if he made it worth our while, we'd move it up.
I'm not.
Obviously, things can happen.
Why is it always when I'm not with the party you do something stupid?
What was
now,
stupid
How is
about
that stupid? We couldn't avoid.
in their defense, they have done plenty of stupid things with you in the past.
Yes, I'm well aware.
The
Especially
whole
if you
point
were
of
to-
it was,
you're at the
if
session.
we're going to go there, we might as well make some more money from it.
Yeah, I totally agree. You did nothing wrong. There's no problem with what you did. We were just in a bad situation, and when you get asked by a lord to do something, and you're completely within his power, it's just sort of like, yeah, maybe we'll talk about it. Well, we've talked about it and we've decided no, but that just means we should avoid that lord because next time he's not going to ask us nicely. So that's why I'm saying don't go back to Silvermont because next time the pressure's going to be a little bit different than, hey, would you guys do this stuff? I'll give you a reward.
As
Next
to,
time
hey,
it'll be
I want to
like-
kill you.
Yeah, exactly. Next time it'll be like, yeah, so I'm just going to keep 2 party members and you guys are going to go do that or something like that.
Mm.
Yeah. So let's just not return because that's what I would do to you guys to make you do stuff.
Yeah, but that just says a bit about you.
You said the
Alternatively,
loud part
It
quiet
does.
and the quiet part loud.
There was a reason I stayed out here and rather than entering the city. You guys were foolhardy to do so, and yet I guess the cart was worth it in the end. Although, how much money have you wasted?
Oh, you know.
what?
150.
200.
What are you
No,
talking
no,
about?
apart
I
from-
had
apart
a
from the cast.
lovely night,
Oh, not that much. Let's roll.
and I had a lovely night.
Cool. How are we paying for the cart? By the way, like, do we have enough actual gold in us to do
Sean
it? Or?
had enough gold.
He can't level now, but okay.
Leicester has 135. Well, we do all the letter of credit, which we need to like actually convert into things
No,
soon.
but we do that in Summerton where we're not
Yeah,
going to get
yeah,
absolutely
exactly.
in for it.
Yeah.
So are we good to travel to Summerton now?
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, but we just need to. I can pay some of it, Sean, if you want to go.
No, I've just paid for it. Just don't worry about it. Let's just get out of here.
Okay.
Can we do it in 4 days since
We've
we got a card now?
literally spent the last hour talking about whether or not we're going to go from Silvermont to Summerton.
Yep.
That's role playing.
I know.
You did spend
And-
4 sessions in its entirety doing a dungeon crawl,
Yeah.
which you really like. So
Mm.
And look at what we got for it. A cripple.
Absolutely nothing.
No, we got a
Yep.
cripple.
and you got some really cool friends with the troglodytes.
Indeed.
They're going to
And
be
you
great
got-
henchmen.
And you got Shiro, and you got the future adventure to find and clear out the dwarven stronghold, and
Wow. These trogs appear to have painted these amazing cave paintings. There are these figures engaging in epic battles, casting them down yet showing mercy. And what's this one figure off the side? Looks kind of elven, her arms back. There's a wall in front of her.
Yeah. All right. So can we can we
Yes.
spend the 4 days getting back to town with our cart?
yes, you
Yay.
can. And you can get to Summerton.
As a question, does Continual Light start working? Can I cast Continual Light again on stuff to make it work again? Or does it not work at all?
You cannot cast Continual Light. You've forgotten how to.
Oh,
What other spells do you learn?
Dun, dun, dun.
What other spells did I learn from him?
You learned Dispel Magic, Arcane Lock, Haste,
I can't test that. Can I test Arcane Lock?
Protection
Does it
from
still work?
Evil, Mirror Image, Continual Light, Fireball, Polymorph Others. Arcane Lock does not work.
Alright, so I should remove it from my list.
So when you say your friend, is this the weird book?
Yes.
The super friendly, happy fun time book.
Is it removed from my book, or I just can't work it out?
When you go to read the spell, it seems to be, there are phrases and words and symbols in there that you can't quite understand. It's almost like there's extra lines of code which screw up the whole program.
Sorry. So just to get this right, it was dispel magic, arcane lock. Ah, fuck! I put it in as freaking 8.
Hang on.
Haste,
Hang on. It was.
protection from evil, continual light, fireball, polymorph alpha. Oh, you've just posted it. Excellent, even better. Oh, mirror image. No.
It's almost like cheating to get spells from a curse book that was possessing you, maybe.
Doesn't pay.
I regret nothing.
Wisdom 4.
That's the best thing that ever happened to Minerva.
What was?
On behalf of the party. Ow.
She had a friend for a short period of time. Win.
We're still friends. Oh.
No, we're not.
Oh. No, I know what's happened. I'll turn to Sean and say, I'm sorry. I had no idea you guys had broken up.
Well, I can't tell if some of those work.
That
'cause
explains quite a lot now.
I could never understand them. All right, we return to town. Huzzah!
Alright, so you'll get to Summerton. As mentioned before, the mercenary camp is no longer at the front of it. The gates, though, are still heavily secured, as they were when the mercenary camp was there, and the town seems to be, or the city, it's bigger than a town, it doesn't seem to be its normal effervescent self. It seems that there is a melancholy pall that has descended upon it, much greater than when you were last here. The guards at the front seem to be very quiet, like almost just going through the motions. Who are you? What are you here for?
This thing happened. We've been away from the town for a while.
Yes. There was an incident in the town. Apparently, it was an outbreak of something, and a bunch of zombies and undead started roaming the streets, and many people were slain. Many businesses were destroyed.
Fuck.
That's
Well,
horrible.
Man, I wish we had a cleric in the party. 2 of them even. That would have
So
been
it
awesome.
seemed to stem from somewhere within the walls. We're still recovering. I think well over 100 people were killed before
Okay.
it was brought down, so to speak.
So has anyone just found out how what happened, how the attack was made?
We believe that someone smuggled in some kind of zombie who was kept somewhere within the confines of the city. Some strange infectious type zombie. And
oh god.
it spread. It bit somebody and spread the virus, whatever it was, this kind of black magic illness which slew whoever was infected with it and raised them as a zombie, and grew quite quickly. But thankfully, we managed to halt it before it got completely out of control. But yes, about 100 people, give or
Sounds
take.
like a bunch of bellends.
Yep.
Right?
Okay. Well, we're
Well.
returning Cinnabon here to her lord and master.
Who we believe will pay for her healing as part of her healthcare plan.
Maybe we'll find out.
Dental plan.
The guards will look
Yeah.
at her. I don't recall her. Someone else will lean over and whisper, "Ah, she works for Castellane, or did."
Or did? Was
Castellane hasn't.
Castellane one of those killed?
She's off
Castellane hasn't been seen since the incident. The city is in kind of a state of chaos at the moment. There's no one really controlling things. It seems to be, I guess, for want of somebody better, the captain of the guard, who really has no jurisdiction, I guess. Well, when I say captain of the guard, the militia, the army, has no real jurisdiction over day-to-day law.
Kruber screws up his eyes really tight and tries really hard to activate the party telepathy link to say, "Time to be the Lords of Sumberton, boys."
Yeah, right. Why would they accept us? Lashinara will not stand for it.
Oh,
Yeah,
Lashinara
he
back?
would.
Lashinara hasn't been seen since he went to Shilshanek some time ago.
Okay.
I don't think there's anyone who would overly care, and we're convenient patsies.
Let's do
Look,
some training.
at least we weren't here and got blamed for it. 'cause
At
that
least
was
we weren't
absolutely
here and got blamed for it this time.
Anyway,
You
that's where we can call it.
You realise we're probably
Yeah.
still going to get blamed for it because we weren't there to stop it.
We can't do training.
No, all the way.
Well, it's just it's nearly at midnight. That's all.
Oh,
Yeah, but I
okay.
think
I just meant we could work it out beforehand, but that's
Well,
fine.
the city is,
In ruins.
well, not in ruins, but there is consequences and fallout to navigate first.
Oh yeah.
Fine.
Very well. Very well.
I told you it'd be level 6 before I saw any leveling.
Does this mean that my bags, arcane blocks, do not work on them? Can
Correct.
Kukulane reach into them?
Yes.
I'll leave that from my.
Also,
Well-
I ate all my cashews.
How long did it take to get from
So session over is what you say.
What was that, sorry, Henry?
How long to get to Silvermont to Summerton?
5 days.
5 days.
Okay, so
It was 4.
lost half my rations.
All right. I don't want fresh ones between me and Aaron.
Yeah, no, I've got no rations left. I'll have to buy some more at some point.
They are very salty remnants.
I mean, we're not that salty about it, but
Some people are.
fair.
I mean, those people who fall down through holes in bridges.
Or I would say bounty hunters, witch hunters, zealots. They're also all quite salty.
But yes, we will leave it there. You can navigate the issues that pertain to Sumberton if you so wish. See if you can make some dosh or avoid, being turned into dosh. And
Nosh.
Nosh, and then you can work out your training at such a point when you are able.
And
Cool.
I want some full plate.
I added levitate to my spell book.
I saw that.
Oh, you did? Excellent.
I saw
Is that something you can learn by yourself?
Yes, it is. I have a scroll. I didn't learn it by myself. I burnt a magical item that we had.
Yep,
Sorry.
that's fair. But no, that's fine. That means you can cast it more, so that's good.
Yeah.
Sort of. Yeah. Indeed.
Yep, I was going to respond to that and then got distracted. My apologies.
No problem.
Can't imagine who distracted you this evening.
I took 6 points of damage for doing so and passed out. Yay!
Harino Quill probably would have been only too happy to help outfit you in some full plate.
I
But
know.
you never,
that's
but
what
you
I-
never asked.
Yeah.
I said he could probably equip us, but people just didn't care.
No,
so-
and I understood. I was respecting Lence's.
Yeah.
The party is here and wants to do things, therefore Lencer will disagree with it.
When Radney described him as like a tyrannical despot mining magnate, I was like, oh, I'm out.
Yeah.
I don't know this guy. He just seemed to have like good cook. I hadn't heard anything bad about him. He certainly talks a good game.
Anyone with money can have a good cook.
I've never met him before. Seemed like a nice guy.
And
Well,
Is
Ducon and I haven't. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
feel
no.
Oz, we've depending on how things keep going and with Shawshank, we may very much have the choice of ruling in hell or serving in heaven.
Okay, can you all now please vote for MVP?
Right, yeah, of course.
Just send me a
I
whisper
can't vote
in
for
the game,
myself
please.
again.
No, you can't.
Whisper in game.
Like I've never tried. I don't.
/ whisper space GM.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Just-
saw yours, Sean. Thanks.
No, I just changed house tools. Just go to house tools, scroll to the very bottom of the macros, and there's like one in there.
And we're not allowed to vote for Craig? Weird.
I was tempted. Well, he's obviously the most valuable player. We spent the most time bloody picking him up off the ground. He's got to be. He's got to be valuable for us to waste this much
And
time
we
on.
only gave them one more lingering injury.
He's carrying the Grim.
Yes, indeed.
If he wasn't the most valuable player, we would have left him behind like sessions ago.
I have 4 votes. I am waiting on Den's vote.
As it bloody didn't work.
/W space GM space.
Yeah.
It's complicated, man.
It is.
Did it work that time?
Yes.
Yes, it did. Alright, so I have... Alright, so it looks like MVP is Jaquan.
Nice.
You guys know I keep saying voting for myself to try and make you vote for each other, right?
I don't know what the thing is. Like, you were clearly MVP this session. Like, that was amazing role playing in Sorbonne.
Yeah.
And
That's
Lenza will
Yeah.
get the backup.
Oh, Rick, who voted for me? I didn't do anything this session.
You did. You're safe.
I just complained a lot. I mean, that's what Lenza does mostly. But
Yeah.
you know.
But no, I think the complaining was warranted. But you also roleplayed a little bit with Dane.
Yes.
Yes.
So yes,
Yeah.
and it's more than just role play. It's tactical and analytical thinking as well, but also for who provides more amusement or entertainment. MVP is a general catch-all.
You also
Indeed.
helped.
I get to cast the, and
across the room.
lots of people got votes. For what it's worth, Jaquan won with 2 votes, and then 3 people got 1. I
Yep.
got to cast
There
the.
we go.
I got to cast the.
Aaron, Al,
the
your
split.
$5 will be in the usual drop.
So the MVP runner-up can either get 200 XP or a minor blessing. What would you prefer?
How far off are you from level 6? Because you can be 200 points closer.
Yeah, exactly. It might be worth 10 the XP at this point, so I'll take that.
All right, so only Jaquan gets the card.
I need the cards so I can spend the cards.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
How many cards can we have in total again? Because there was a limit, wasn't there?
Your
The
level.
limit is your level.
So lens
Yes.
is actually maxed.
Yes, Lenzer is actually maxed.
You would
Ah.
have to discard one.
Yep.
Which one did you get?
Ooh.
Did you
Yep.
get the AC one?
Which goes nicely with my remaining major blessing. No, hang on. Oh, no. Oh, no, I already had the AC one. I got the saving throw one.
Okay. That's not too bad.
No.
Cool. All right.
Am I like the only one who plays these things?
I try to, but I didn't need to play them. Like, none of mine have been relevant to anything we've done so far, which is unfortunate.
My 2 are situational. Well, actually, sorry. One is situational. One I am keeping in the. I'm keeping for something special.
I
Grail,
would have used mine if we had attacked the chick down in the darkness.
Yes.
I am using one of my minor blessings now. I am using it on my Ranseur.
Okay. You're reducing
What is that one?
My effectively, I'm losing 2 hit points permanently, but my +1 magic weapon will no longer count towards my quota of magic weapons.
magic items. Yep.
Magic items, rather. Sorry.
Yep.
Yep.
So
Cool.
you have reduced its power level.
Yep.
But it's still
And
it's unaffected apart from the fact that it. Yeah.
which is why I haven't played it already.
Yep.
My HP has been reduced down to 34.
Cool.
That's pretty good.
The HP are returned if you relinquish the item.
Yep.
Nice.
Alright.
But in the meantime, if we want to kit me out with all the magic items, it was a longer term card, but I might as well just play it. So there you go, Sean. Someone else played a card.
I've played a card before.
Yeah, a few of you have played cards.
Yeah.
Sean is the only one currently to have played a major blessing, though.
Yeah, and that was freaking dope.
He's played 2 of them, hasn't he? Or did he not play the one that changes the die roll?
No, I didn't play that. I kind of wish I did because it would have been so much better to have got a natural 20 with that fireball. Yeah. As opposed to a natural 1.
That almost killed Hypatia? Yes. Yes, it probably would.
It would have changed the whole situation quite a bit.
Mhm. But it worked out. This way we role-played it instead of just like,
Not
beating
all,
everything
not always
down.
dying. Yeah.
Because we were on the murder hobo rampage and
The best card.
we actually needed to talk to them because otherwise we would have killed all the trogs and been like, well, I guess Cinnabon's not here.
Yep. Yep.
Indeed. All right. Well, I will end the recording. Thank you for the game.
GG's.
Yes.
GG's.
Move you guys to the intro level.
So any chance we're getting 6 XP for that? No.
Only me.
Cool. That's what I need. So.
I need a bit more,
Wizard.
but I wouldn't say no.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you guys.
Thank you. Who's having